Somebody asked me what my thoughts were on the album cover for this. It's definitely as weird as the album is. It's pretty creepy. Looks nothing like any other Radiohead album. I actually quite like it. Everyone has said that the second half is far superior to the first half. Let's see if they're right. I literally just listened to Simmer by Hayley Williams on this channel, and this kind of sounds a little bit like that. You guys also said there's two drummers for a lot of these songs, which is super cool. It explains a lot of the weird, staggered, layered drumming that I was hearing. Oh man. This is amazing. This is what I was hoping the first half would have been like. It's like layering the bass. Ooh, that note. Oh, you do it again. Zero complaints about this song. This is absolutely perfect. My only complaint is I wish more of the album sounded like this. This is one of those songs, but there's just so much going on. I feel like I could listen to this 10 times and not hear every single piece. I learned quickly with climbing up the walls that making a claim that something is actual physical bass or a synth bass is not really possible for me, because they put so many effects on their real bass that it can sound like a synth bass. So when it was playing like bass chord notes, it totally sounded like a keyboard playing the bass, but I have a feeling one of you is going to be like, nope, he actually just plays both parts at the same time of the bass, and I wouldn't be that surprised by that. I'll be completely candid here. As much as I did love Morning Mr. Magpie and Little by Little, neither of them reached the caliber that made me instantly want to throw them in my favorites playlist and go listen again afterwards. That's all gone with Lotus Flower. I instantly added it to my favorites playlist, and I cannot wait to listen to it again. I actually would like to listen to it again now, but I gotta move along because people have schedules. So next is going to be Codex. Sounds like a piano underwater in space. I don't know how they managed to pull that one off. Again, one of those moments where I'm just wondering, how did they make these sounds? What are they using right now? That's why I want to see these live, because you get that explanation. His voice was like hoarse there. That was weird. It's just weird how muted the piano is. It's like they took all the high end out or something. I guess the question is, are they gonna open it up at any point? Ooh. That was something that stood out to me on the first half, was when they layered his vocals with another instrument. It's like they were listening. Those background sounds make the entire song for me. For such a slow song, it's startling how many details they have in here. Again, just like Lotus Flower, it's one of those songs where I feel like I could go back, I could listen to this another 10 times and not have heard every detail and peeled back everything. Which I just didn't feel like with Feral and Bloom. Or even how much I love them, Morning Mr. Magpie or Little by Little. The second half is just really, really hitting it home for me. Oh, nice transition. That doesn't even really sound like Thom. That sounds like a woman. I heard people constantly mentioning Lotus Flower, Codex, and Separator, but not Get Up the Ghost. I gotta say, I'm not 100% sold on those backing vocals. Everything else I'm 100% into. It doesn't even sound like him. I don't get it. On the right or the left. My favorite part is what I think is electric guitar that's in the background. It adds so much. Do you hear that? That electric guitar in the background sounds so good. Man, this is just classic Radiohead for me. If the entire album was like this half, other than its 37-minute runtime, it possibly could be in my mid to top tier of Radiohead albums. This is so good. This is my favorite part of the song, these instruments. It's tough when they make a decision to rely on a specific sound or looping instrument or vocal pattern that just does not work for me. And they decide to make that the foundation of the song, and I just can't buy totally into it. It happens once in a while with a Radiohead song, and it's going to always happen with experimental music like this. That being said, every other piece I was totally into, so still loved the song. And the last one is Separator. That is such a cool drum beat. Yes. Nice. I love this drum beat so much. And the bass and vocals are just adding so much. Everything is reverbed out so hard on this album, though. Though I think technically it's actually delay here. Yeah. They're really playing with delay here. I feel like it almost is distracting from the really cool core of the song a little bit. Sometimes I just want to listen to the core of the song without all of the bells and whistles, but I love the core so much of this song. Such cool electric guitar parts. As much as I love the drum beat, what I don't understand is I think it's mostly on this album, but it happens on other songs in their discography as well. There's the need to repeat something the entire song. I don't understand why they don't switch things up a little bit. I think they find the drum beat is the thing people are going to connect with. And they're like, let's just have that be the consistent so we can go really crazy with the other stuff. What I don't understand is why don't you just change up the drum beat halfway through the song? Do something a little bit different. Sometimes I just wish they would take that extra step. Of course, they're doing that with all the extra stuff. But why not do that with the drum beat too? See, because there's so many moving parts here, they're probably like, we need to keep that consistent, but this is so bright and lively. It's reminding me of In Rainbows again, just like the first half did a little bit with Little by Little. His vocal melody and delivery, so good here. Yeah. Love the chords here too. They're so bright. I love that descending note there. It's so cool. Yes. So I think I would have to say, all things considered, looking at Radiohead's discography, of all the ones I've reacted to, I think that might have to be the weakest one. But like I've said many, many times, even on a weaker Radiohead album, you still have absolute gems like Lotus Flower, Codex, Give Up the Ghost, Separator, Morning Mr. Magpie, and Little by Little. I loved all of them, really. It's a little bit shorter, it's a little more experimental, and it feels like some things are missing in comparison to some of the top tier Radiohead albums. That does not mean that there's not stuff to love here. And I totally understand why there are some people who are totally drawn to this and think this is one of their best albums or their best. I saw a lot of mixed comments in the video of part 1. A lot of you said that this is their worst and it didn't connect with you, but almost as many said that you thought it was one of their best projects ever. So I guess that just goes to show you some of the subjectivity of music. I will gladly see you guys again soon. I will have more Radiohead videos coming up, and hopefully some other stuff too that might be a little more different. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching my video. I had a great time reacting to The King of Limbs, part 2, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.